right, joining us now on Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the AAC champion East Carolina soccer team, Gary Higgins, joining us after a trip to Florida, a very successful trip. Coach, congratulations, man. How you? I was going to say how you doing. I'm assuming you're doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, we're feeling good right now. So it's been a crazy couple of days or a crazy week down in Florida, but we've enjoyed it thoroughly, and we've come back with some hardware which the girls definitely deserve. So we're just over the moon. We're um, delighted with winning a conference championship and doing it for this senior class and doing it for Pirate Nation is yeah, it's just so much fun and much deserved. I thought the girls executed everything really, really well down there in all three of the games, and yeah, I'm just so proud of them.
I was kind of half joking, tongue in cheek. So many ties during the season. I was saying during your games in Florida, hey, if you could just get them into overtime, whatever, you'd feel comfortable. That's where this team has been a lot this season. But you have to go extra time in all those games. So much pressure there when it's a golden goal or a penalty kick situation like we saw. So, how about you had a lot of extra minutes of soccer? How are the girls doing health wise, and how was it to come out of those nail biting games with wins?
Yeah, that's kind of what we prepare for. So the first part of that would be you have to be physically fit. So the first part of that is coming in fit right before the season starts in pre-season, and the girls done that, and we had like record-breaking numbers for our fitness testing. So when that's the case, you can really hit the ground running from a soccer standpoint, and that was the first thing that they came in and done really well with. So then we went undefeated on the road in the regular season, which again, that's like something that we've worked really hard on since I got here is to be really disciplined away from home and have that character to win in difficult places. And the girls have really embraced that and done a fantastic job with that. So that would be the second part of it is it doesn't matter who we play and where we play them. We're going to be up for it, and we're going to be um, composed to handle adversity, which you normally face away from home. So I think those things kind of definitely led to us being mentally and physically prepared for like an absolute slugfest in every conference tournament game, and we had to beat three very, very good teams to get that trophy.
And that's a very good point. Undefeated on the road, undefeated at neutral sites, and that sets up your next step, right? Going to the NCAA tournament. I'm assuming, not going to be here at home, so that's huge. That your girls are prepared to go on the road and win games.
Yeah, and again, that was part of my thing with that is wanting them to have a good away record. Is the end of the day, the ultimate goal was to be in the NCAA tournament, and that's what I wanted to do when I got here. I thought it may take a little bit longer, but thankfully we've really worked hard and dug deep as a team and got there. So now, like we are battle tested, we are tested in difficult environments, and I genuinely, I genuinely don't care who we play. Like it could be Chapel Hill, it could be anyone. Like I genuinely feel we could give anyone in the country a game, and no matter what their environment's like, if they've got a hostile crowd or whatever, I think the girls are going to be able to handle those moments. So that is part of the reason you do it is to prepare for that moment. And thankfully, we're so grateful that we have that opportunity to go and play in the pinnacle of our sport, which is the NCAA tournament.
Coach Gary Higgins joining us. Selection show coming up at 4 o'clock. More on that in just a moment. But Coach, I'm personally a proud ECU alum and a proud DH Conley Viking alum. Watching Maeve English play in the nets, and she was phenomenal. Just one goal allowed in the tournament, and I'm looking back. You have two goals on October 20th. Since then, either shutouts or one goal in all the games since. So just phenomenal job by your defense and, of course, the goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, first of all, I'll say it is a group effort for sure, and Maeve's always the first one to say that it's a group effort. We defend as a unit, and we're really together and make it difficult, and we help each other out in the right moments. But Maeve was on fire. She was on fire down there, and she was so determined. And it wasn't loads of saves, but it was just really important saves at important times. And yeah, she was third team all conference in the conference selections, and it's just crazy. Like, I'm sorry, like that is crazy. The fact that she's not first team or even second team, it just blows my mind. And we were a little bit, um, I would say, ticked off at that. And I spoke to her, and I was like, okay, what do you do? Do you sulk about it, or do you go out and prove people wrong in the conference tournament? So didn't really have to talk about that much. She was just so determined to do that, and you could see with her play and her performances that she had a point to prove, and she wanted to finish her season and her senior season with a bang, and she certainly done that, and so did her teammates and our fellow seniors in our senior class. So yeah, just exceptional performances down there. She's a captain. That's what you expect from your captains in the big moments, is to step up.
Coach, you said you don't care who you play. Do you have any idea where the Pirates might be going? Again, we'll find out at 4 o'clock during the selection show. But any idea where you could end up here?
Nah, I've been coaching in the NCAA for about 10 and 11 years, so I've came to the conclusion that you don't really guess what the NCAA are going to do, because you're going to probably be wrong. So it might be regionally, it might be far away, it might be a 1 seed, it might be a 3 seed, who knows who will play. So, but again, we're just so excited to be in that selection show, and then whoever we get, we'll be grateful for that opportunity, and then we'll get prepared tactically and physically and mentally for that opponent. But no, there's been a few predictions online from different sources, but again, they're just predictions, and three or four of them are completely different. So really don't know who we could get.
Yeah, I don't know. You go into this thing like the whole nothing to lose, but it sounds like you feel like you belong to be there. Like you belong there. You belong in the tournament. So, what is the message to the girls? Right, they got to be over the moon with what they did down in Florida. Now you kind of relax them and say, "All right, we got more work to do," or do you even need to say that? Are they focused without you giving them that message?
Yeah, I think there's enough experience in the team that they're focused. We'll relay that message to them for sure, but there's enough experience in there to be focused, and they know what's at stake now because they've been around it. They've never been in the tournament, but they've been around it, and we've got some really good teams in our conference that have been there and done it in the NCAA tournament. And that's the thing. To get to us winning this conference championship, we had to beat Charlotte, who are a good team, USF, who are a very good team, who have been in multiple NCAA tournaments and done well, and then Memphis, who have been to the back-to-back Sweet 16. So we've beat teams that can go and do the business in the NCAA tournament. So we are battle tested. We are ready, like, to play against some of the best teams in the country. And so yeah, we're not going to take part in this tournament. We're going to go and try and do some damage and upset some teams. And yeah, we'll be as prepared for that as possible. And I genuinely don't think we're going to be shaken. Maybe the other team might beat us with a really good goal or really good play or a really good performance, but it's not going to be because we're intimidated or because we're not ready.
Well, like I told you off the air, we were at the Buccaneer Music Hall watching American football on Sunday, and had also the ECU soccer game on. So we had people at the bar, people going crazy when the Pirates won. So it was a lot of fun. You're making a lot of soccer fans here in Greenville. You're I guess growing the game, which I don't know if that's your goal as a coach here in Greenville, North Carolina, but you are doing that. So that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that was always a goal, and you and I have spoke about that we're realistic in the fact that we're never going to be as big as like football and baseball in Greenville, because that's just a storied tradition that both those programs have. But we're going to try our best and getting more people watching the games and more people coming to our games, and then adding more scallywags to the scallywag section each year. And those guys greeted the team when they came home last night, which, not going to lie, wee bit emotional just seeing how happy the girls were when those guys were waiting at 11:30 p.m. for them to arrive, and got this big trophy here
Oh yeah.
brought, and yeah, that was just a special moment that the girls will never forget.
Well, Coach, let's catch up after the season, but more work to do. So good luck. Congratulations, man. You brought a lot of happiness and joy to folks here in Greenville, and can't wait to see you in the big dance on the big stage. So looking forward to that. Thanks for joining us, Coach Higgins, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
All right, Clip. Thanks for having me on, and go Pirates.